So I've created this folio that displays the page number and some running copy, and I've located that in the master page, on both the right and the left page, so that it automatically shows up on any of the pages that are assigned with this A master page. Okay, so that works great, but there are certain situations where I have an image over that area where that information is being hidden by the image. So if I slide that image out of the way, you can see that it's still there, but it's being hidden. And there's technically nothing wrong with this. It's totally fine to have that information hidden by the image. It's actually the way that most publications work, but there may be situations where you want it to come on top. And I think that this article introduction spread is an example of that, because I have this really clean area, this sort of black space where I could put the folio information, but it's still hidden underneath that image. Okay, so what if I want to have that folio, that master page information, come on top of the image? Well, the answer to that is to use layers. Okay, so let's go to the layers panel. If you don't have that in your UI, you can always go up to Window and just add it right here. Okay, and right now we're working all on one layer. Okay, so let's go ahead and double click on that and rename this to content. Okay, and then I'm going to create a new layer by going down here and clicking on the Create New Layer button. And let's call this Folio. Okay, so now I have two layers, and the layer that's on top is where I'm going to put all of our folio information. Okay, so if I go over to our Pages panel and go back to our A master, okay, then I can go in here and move this content to our folio. So let me go ahead and select both of those pieces. And I'm going to hit Command X. Command X is the shortcut for cut. And if you don't know what cut is, it basically is similar to copy, but it also deletes the thing that you're copying. So I've copied this, but I've also deleted it. Okay, now let's go over to layers and select our folio layer. Okay, and then I'm going to go to edit and paste in place. Paste in place is pretty similar to paste, but what it does is it pastes it exactly from the location where you copied it. Okay, so if I choose regular paste here, it's going to put it in the middle of the screen, which is not what I want. So let's undo that, and then instead paste in place. Okay, and you can see it put it back in that exact location. Okay, so now I have that folio layer on top, and when I go back to my document, you can see that that folio is there, and it might be really hard to see because it is over a really dark part of the image. But it is there. So one last change that I probably want to make to this, since right now it's black text over a black image, is let's make an alternate version of the folio that is white so that we can use it over these dark areas. Okay, so let's go back up to our master pages, and I'm going to go over here and create a new master page. It's going to be the B master. Okay, and then let's go back and just copy that again. It's actually already in our clipboard, but let's copy that. Okay, so I'm going to hit Command C. Then let's go back to our B master. Then in our B master, we can go ahead and paste in. Let's make sure that we're pasting on our folio layer. And again, we can paste in place to add that in. But this time we're going to select it. And let's go to our text and change that to the color of the paper, which is white. Okay, so now it is white. So we can't see it, but it is there. Okay, it's still selectable. Okay, and now when we go back to our pages, we can actually assign this as the B master. So let's go ahead and drag the B master over to that page. You can see that it shows up on that page. If we want it to be on the other side as well, we can drag that B master over to the left page. You can see there it shows up. And once again, here we have that black type over the image. If we want that to be white, we can drag that B master down. And there we go. We have the white text over top of the image. So if you do run into a situation where you want to make that happen, that's the way to work. Different master pages can allow you to create those variants, and then different layers will allow you to stack those and have them come over top of each other in different ways.